What's happening, y'all? Y'all know, man, working, working all day, so I ain't really get it. I can't catch any of these games when they're on, so I had to watch the replay. The whole thing, though, start to finish on Peacock. Heck of a game, as usual. Ladies put out. I want to say a few things though. As we know, obviously, Brianna Stewart goes crazy. She doesn't miss, I think, almost until like the second quarter somewhere. Um, it looks like a relatively easy win. It started off a little rough. I think because of the starting lineup we're going with. Obviously, the strength of the team is that front court. There's nothing, no force in the whole world that can mess with that front court. You're talking about Aja, you're talking about Stewie, and you're talking about Nafisa Collier, right? There is nothing that's messing with that. However, for this particular game, the most appropriate was to go with Alyssa Thomas over Nafisa, right? And Alyssa Thomas is better suited for this particular game against this Belgian team. This Belgian team is tough, right? This was a really good win because those ladies were prepared. They coming out there. They got a couple of you know WNBA level type of talents out there. There's Van Loo. I know I've seen her before. Does she play for Seattle or does she play for? I know she's in the league. Um, then there's Misa. They say one of the best in the world. I see why. She has everything. She can put the ball on the floor. She's big. She can shoot. She can pass. Kind of like almost like a Jokic skill set. She was a handful. Especially early on. But it's just the depth of this team. It's too deep. But I'm telling you, the game was kind of like was kind of close and was actually giving us a little bit of issues until we inserted that goon that plays for Connecticut, that Alyssa Thomas changed everything around, set the tone on defense. Like, you want to get physical, Alyssa is about that work, right? She like, yeah, that's the type of ball you want to play. I play that type of ball too. Matter of fact, I am that type of ball, right? She came in. So in my opinion, she's really the unsung hero of this game. I feel like she was the best player on the game. I would say that, but to clarify it because that confuses people. Sometimes people can't see how a player like that is the best. I'll say she was the most impactful player on the game. We can say Stewie was the best because people like to think doing the skill, graceful things, makes you best, right? To me, I just look at impact, right? Shaq was just better than a whole lot of motherfuckers who were more skilled. You know what I mean? Giannis is better than a whole lot of motherfuckers that are more skilled, right? I don't get into all of that, just because you're graceful and all of that stuff. It's about what you get done out there. Whether you're going to use strength, whether you're going to use speed. Like, people have no problem. Like, if you have a speed advantage over someone, that's acceptable to use your God-given speed advantage over people. But for some reason, some people have a problem with you using your strength or your size, right? All of those things are in the same category. Strength, speed, size. Like, you can't just pick one and not the other. Whatever advantage you have, whether it's something that you earn through working at your craft or something that God gave you, you are to use it out there towards your goal, towards your end. That's what it is. And that's in any sport. But the tail of this game, for me, my unsung hero, uh, Alyssa Thomas. Man, I was the most impressed with her. When she comes on the floor, everything changed. That's when we got into that first run. And I feel like in the second half, like, we pulled away, but I think it could have been a lot easier. But I know what's happening. Reeves, Collier, that's her girl. That's her player. She's going to do that. That's what kind of like what coaches do. But Brianna Stewart was amazing. Chelsea Gray in her limited minutes in the beginning of the game was amazing as well. I think she's still on hampered by injury, not moving quite right. So our numbers were limited. But from what I saw, okay, Alyssa Thomas really changes everything, especially in this particular game against this particular team. And then in that second half, and then that fourth quarter, when they were kind of making a little bit of a run at it, and we took over, it was really Jackie Young's defense that really did it. I know people think it was Sabrina hitting them little shot. It was Jackie Young's defense holding down Van Loo. That was the key, right? If you don't hold down Van Loo, the game is on a seesaw, easy, because Van Loo was on a heater today. But overall, it's good. Game just ended. Game just ended. So, 87-74, is that it? 87-74, yep. Let me pull these numbers up. Take a look at the tail of the tape. Another great game by the ladies. That's what they do. I love the way they play. They play basketball the right way. Way better than that crap we saw yesterday. Of course, we beat the Sudan, but a bunch of 5-out guys standing around the perimeter. I don't like that shit. I mean, but we won. It is what it is. Let's see here. Try to grab up these numbers here. One second there, people. Alright, what we got here? Pull up this box score so we can see what happened. Man, that Misa dropped 24 on us. But the rebounds were only 3. See, that's what happens, man. We got those teams with 4 rebounds. Yeah, that's crazy. That's that playing around the perimeter stuff. All right, so if you're just looking at the box score and the numbers, Asia Wilson, 23-13, you would think she's the most dominant. I mean, I would say Asia's the most consistent. She's just Asia doing Asia things. Stewie was on the heater, 8 of 14 from the field. As it turns out, that's good. It's over 50%. But there was at one point I think she hit the first 5 shots or something like that. I can't remember. But Alyssa Thomas, man, in 16 minutes she gives you 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, a block. Man, bruh, you just don't know. Alyssa Thomas was just a beast to me. She jumped out the most on the game. What else we got going on? Sabrina gives us 6 points. Out of the guards, who really played the best, I guess? Well, the guards really not putting up a lot of points. The guards are mostly distributing, and I get it. The 3 best players on the team in the front court, and then I'll add Alyssa Thomas. She might be the 4th best player. She was a beast to me. All right, so 25 assists as a team to 22 assists for Belgium. All right, so you win the assist battle by 3. Though I don't think this was really a big time ball movement game. This was more of a Stewie kind of was on the heater, so he went with that. Asia just did Asia things, so it was more like kind of dump it into them as much as possible type of game. Sometimes that happens. Like each game tells its own story. Sometimes that's just the way it goes, and that was one of those types of games. Now we won the rebounding battle by a lot again. Okay, so U.S. team, 48 rebounds. Belgium, 28 rebounds. Like I say, you win the assist and you win the rebounds. More than likely, you're going to win. You're talking about 20 more rebounds than the team you're playing. You dominated. You controlled the paint. 4 blocks as a team. That's fine. Good game. Good game by the ladies, man. Love watching them play. Look forward to the next game. Who is next? I don't even know yet, man. But beautiful ball, and that place looked packed. Belgium came through. whoever their people is, man. I think they're close to France. And that team was 0-2. I'm surprised the team was 0-2. Wow, I wonder who did they lose to the first time. I should check that out. Wow, because I thought this team was really tough. I really did. That's going to be bad for them. 0-2. They need to really win that first game, whoever it was they played against. So I don't know how it works. Looks like that's going to be hard to medal. 0-2 to start. Huh. Good game, though. Good game. I was entertained. But man, wow, these guards really aren't doing much. I think Sabrina had the most out of the guards, which is 6 points. Jewel Lloyd at 8. Okay. Jewel Lloyd at 8. Jewel Lloyd was playing some tough defense, man. That's what happened when the beginning of the game, I think Belgium actually had a little lead. So she took out Chelsea Gray, inserted Kelsey Plum. Plum went out there and was just kind of doing her thing, getting cooked a little bit. I think Kelsey was kind of smallish against this particular team. So it was when she came in, brought in Alyssa Thomas and Jewel Lloyd. That's when everything kind of changed because Jewel Lloyd did an excellent job in that first half on was that Van Low? Yeah, Van Low ends up with 11 points. 1 of 11 from 3. Wow. Who was it that was on that heater? Okay, yeah, Delaire, one of their forwards, made 4 threes. But in the beginning of the game, she was like going crazy, making threes. Yeah, but it was Jewel Lloyd in the first half who was playing that defense on her. And then in the second half of Jackie Young. So it's just the depth. I mean, it was so deep that I don't even think Kelly Collier got any minutes. And I guess that's just the way these Olympic Games work. One game you might start, next one you might sit. It seems like everyone gets a chance to sit except for the big three. That is Asia, Nafisa, and Stewie. Good game overall, man. Good game overall by the ladies. So, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to tomorrow track and field is going to start soon. I really want to talk about track and field. So tomorrow I may go live. I'm thinking and deal with what I think is going to happen. It looks like the Jamaican Sharika Jackson pulled out of the 100s. I don't know. She must not feel confident to take on Sha'Carri. So you would think this is easy for Sha'Carri, unless Shelly Ann. But Shelly Ann has got to be 38 years old now, or something like that. She shouldn't be much of a threat for Sha'Carri now. You would think, though, it's hard to doubt Shelly Ann, Fraser Price. What I predict, Sha'Carri, that 100 is hers to lose. She's right. If she's in top form, she takes it. The only way she loses it if she goes out there, stumbles out the gate, something silly like that. We would hope that they're working on her start to avoid that from happening. I think the 200 is going to come down to Sharika Jackson. I think Sha'Carri will likely bronze in the 200 because I don't know that she beat Sharika Jackson or Gabby Thomas in the 200. Yeah, as far as the men's go, I think Noah Lyles gets 2 medals, I think, or 3 really. I think he gets 100 medal. I think he goes gold in that. His only threat, I think, is Coleman. Is his only threat with a possible outside shot of the British guy, the black British guy. His name escapes me right now. I think he has an outside shot. Last time Lyles beat him, it was really close. But if I had to put money on it, I'm going with Noah Lyles to actually to medal gold in 100, 200. I think is a lock. Noah Lyles, and then you have in the 4x100 relay. I think if Noah Lyles is on that team, which I suspect he would be, he'll end up with 3 gold medals this time. Sha'Carri, I think, will have 2 gold medals. one from the relay, one from the 100, and I think she goes bronze in the 200. I think Shrika Jackson or Gabby Thomas wins the 200. I will go with Shrika Jackson. I think Gabby takes silver, and then I think the U.S. women will win the relay, the 4x100. These are just my general predictions, but what I'm going to do is go do a video where I go in on why I think such things and talk in a little bit more detail about these runners. That's what I hope to do tomorrow, man. Uh, so, yeah, just tell me what y'all think about this game, man. Again, a beautiful game by the ladies. You know, they doing their thing, man. On the way to gold. So, go ladies. Looks like the attendance was very good. Was happy to hear about the 3 million, views they got by NBC. That's awesome. Hopefully they'll get numbers similar to that for today's game. As we wait to see how it looks. But whatever the case may be, numbers or not, they're the most dominant team in probably all of sports right now. I think we're talking about 56 straight win streak. I mean, we're not talking about not meddling. They haven't lost a game in that long. Unless you count the plays against the Team WNBA, right? But in international play, they haven't lost a game. I think they're in the 50s now. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get to bed, man. So tell me what y'all think. Peace out.